Hey guys, this is Chris Rocket and I want to thank you for putting your trust in me and checking out my stuff. This video is only a few minutes long, so please make sure you watch it to the very end because what I want to do now is get on the phone and help you personally. But just so you know, my email marketing robot has just sprung into action and is delivering your first cheat sheet lesson as we speak. So if you're watching this video, your request has been safely received and you should be getting an email with your exclusive download links sometime in the next 15 minutes. It's going to be sent from me, Chris Rocket, with the subject line, "You're in." Now, every once in a while, it seems like my emails get mistakenly filtered out and end up in the junk or spam folder. So if it doesn't make it to your inbox, just add me to your contacts so I can continue to communicate with you in the future. For that reason as well, I also urge you to click on the link in the first email that will allow you to add me as one of your personal contacts or to whitelist my email address. You've probably heard that cheesy old overused phrase, "It's not what you know, it's who you know." And now that you know me, I want to make sure you can email with feedback and questions whenever you need to, but also so that you don't miss anything important I have to tell you about. What I want to do right now before I close out this video is hold my hands up and show you what I've been working on over the past year and a half. And actually the whole reason for putting this killer free information together in the first place. It's called Music Marketing Classroom, and because it's not officially for sale right now, I'm going to use my developer account to log in and show you around. You probably don't know this about me, but I've actually had 2 stints as a DIY musician. The first was way back before I started to dig into all these online marketing tactics, and to be honest with you, it was a little bit of a nightmare, although it was pretty fun. The reason it was a little bit of a nightmare is that I would spend so much time working on music marketing tactics that either wasted time or just did not work. To be honest, when I look back on those crazy days of my youth, I can now see that we honestly made lots of mistakes. Number one, we recorded an album for £10,000. And that may not sound like a lot to you, but we had to take out bank loans and all that. We were quite young. It was just wild, stab in the dark kind of music promotion. Then we paid a PR company £3,000 a month to promote our music, to promote our first single from that album. And we were excited. We thought this is going to be great. We don't have to do any of the work. And we're going to get loads of reviews and our album's going to sell out and all that stuff. So you can imagine my dismay. And if I was an emotional man, the tears would probably be popping to my eyes right now. At the end of each month, we get a spreadsheet back full of websites, blogs, radio stations that these jokers tried to contact on our behalf and just got a no from. And that is what we were paying the money for. Crazy. I personally got kind of obsessed. I'd spend 8 hours a day going out, putting posters all around my town, thinking that that was a really smart and targeted way to hit my fan base. We'd spend even more money from our super limited budget to drive us all over the UK to play random gigs, any random gigs we could get hold of. Hundreds and hundreds of pounds spent on each show, and maybe it would be an empty venue. I think you're kind of getting the picture here of no strategy involved. Just kind of thrashing about for any opportunity that would come up, thinking that one day a critical mass was going to be achieved and we would suddenly be rock stars. And maybe you can relate to some of that too. I'd spend my time reading marketing books, self-help stuff, anything to try and get a handle and to try and find the secret that would lead us to where we needed to be and lead us to having a real sustainable income and the kind of exposure we needed. And after a while, my head was just fried. To be honest, it was just fried. I'd be taking bits and pieces of strategies from all over the place. I'd spend ages trying to put together a sensible marketing plan, and by the time it was finished and I started to implement it or actually do something, it all kind of felt wonky. It felt like, was this the best way I should be investing my time? Was I just wasting my time? Was anything I'm doing actually working? I'd send out hundreds of demos, I'd even wait for DJs outside the radio stations. I'd feel kind of embarrassed. I didn't really want to do it, but I thought, if I could just get someone to take a listen to the music, then I really thought that things would take off. You know, I diligently keep my spreadsheet of everyone I tried to contact, and I keep hammering them with phone calls every day. You know, I know they didn't want to hear from me. Agents, managers, radio stations, pluggers, people like that. You know, I keep on calling them up and feel kind of embarrassed and not really know what to say and feel like a loser and feel like, you know, they were the cool kids. They knew how the music business worked and I don't. To be honest, I want to go back and give young Chris Rocket, that kind of energetic, talented little kid, you know, I think he was talented, he's kind of good looking. I want to go back and give him a hug because now I see a whole different world and a world that I want to share with you too. A world where you spend a few minutes a day putting into action futuristic new music marketing tactics that actually work, and you know they work and you've seen them work in the past and you've got examples of that, so you can be confident that your time, your precious time, is being put into use in the right way. A world where you can tame the social media monster. And you know, you can get a handle on all these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sites that are out there that are potential sources of fans, and really focus on the ones that are going to get you to your goals, that are going to deliver those fans to your site every day. The theme here is no wasted effort. I'm working on a step-by-step system that you can feel confident in investing your precious time in. You know, the thing is, we don't want to spend 6 years becoming technical wizards. And what I found back in those dark days is that often I would spend hours or days or weeks working on some crazy website problem or trying to fix my email list or trying to make something work in the right way, only to realize that I hadn't made any music or actually got the word out there in all that time. It was just wasted energy. So then one day, to be honest with you, I quit. I admit it, I totally quit. I was sick of not knowing if I was working on the right stuff, you know, wasting time. I didn't know what was important. I was feeling kind of jealous of other musicians who seemed to be getting all these opportunities. So one day, in a fit of frustration, I quit. And to be honest with you, I thought it would be forever. I managed to snag a job as online marketing manager for a theatre tickets company based in London. They did like £100 million a year in theatre tickets, and that's where I learned the marketing tactics that really work. And to be honest with you, it blew my mind. So after 3 years, I decided finally to get back into music, armed with my knowledge of how online marketing really works and with a passion to share it with other musicians as well. And that is when I decided to set up this music marketing classroom. The idea being a step-by-step system for you to set up your website, get fans to your site, follow up and build a relationship with those fans, and then create products so that you can start to make an income from your music. The classroom's obviously for independent musicians, but also for music managers or people who've, you know, maybe had a deal in the past or who've tried a lot of other things in the past and are looking for a new way. We've even had family members who've got a talented loved one, and we've also seen some really exciting results from pro musicians who might be doing this for a living and already have an audience to play with. And the whole idea here, the overriding concept behind all of the lessons in the classroom, is that you become your own PR company, your own gig booker, your own music distributor, because contrary to popular belief, no one is ever going to take as much interest or put as much passion and energy into promoting your product as you. So as you can see from the members homepage, it's a nice, simple, clean layout, and every part of this process is laid out step by step, meaning that you don't have to come up with your own crazy marketing plan and wonder if it's going to work. Right now there's over 200 videos in the classroom and more coming out all the time. So as you're about to find out, my whole focus is providing more and more and more value for members. And as well as the core training module, which is your foundation that you're going to build everything else on, we've got expert interviews with the great and the good of the independent music industry. People who can teach you how to get your music licensed in movies, TVs, games, things like that. People who can show you how to get gigs. Other classroom members who've been able to generate hundreds and hundreds of new email subscribers. And another member who got his musician daughter 253,233 YouTube views with a simple cover version that just took a few minutes to set up. There's also tools to help you along the way, a calculator to figure out what kind of numbers you need to be doing to finance your music career, a little robot that's going to go out there and tell you what covers you can be doing to generate hits on YouTube, and a page where I've mashed together all of my favorite music marketing websites into one place so that you can get a feel for what new tactics are coming out without having to spend hours and hours digging through every single blog post online. You can also use the contact form to get personal coaching and feedback directly from me. And as you can see, I take this part very seriously. And most of the time, I'll jump on video and personally help get you back on track. We're nearly done with this little tour, but I just want to show you a couple more things before we close this out. So if you're not getting lots of people on your mailing list every day right now, or people to your shows, the problem usually that you'll have is getting hits to your website. So what I've done is lay out everything I've learned about getting hits. Tried and tested copy and paste systems that you can put into your music marketing plan instantly. And what I suggest you do is learn how all this stuff works and then pick one or two methods that really hit home for you. And this allows you to become your own PR firm, constantly popping up all over your music scene. Another thing you should know is that most of the musicians I work with have a second income, you know, for helping to pay the bills, keep up with rent and all that stuff. So whether that be giving guitar lessons, doing corporate gigs, or something more mundane like waiting tables or working at a bar. But what I've done is set up something I call the Music Marketing Classroom Partners Program that will allow you to get a 50-50 split on any revenue you generate from the classroom, and it's paid like clockwork every month into your bank account. So just to sum this up, you're going to learn how to get an effective website online. You're going to learn how to get hits to that website. You're going to learn how to build an avid and active and rabid fan base of people who hang off your every word. And then you're going to learn how to earn a living from your music with step-by-step videos and guides to your music marketing to increase sales and grow your fan list. This is an organized set of actions with the aim of giving you a solid full-time income from your music. This is totally different to other books or courses that you might have been through in the past. You know, stuff that's a lot of theory, a lot of like conceptual ideas about how the music industry is changing. Personally, I like action steps. The other members of the classroom seem to like that stuff too. And my mission in life is to make it effective for you as well. At some point, you're probably going to wake up and realize that you've been reading hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages about music marketing, but you're still making jack. And that's the moment to jump into the classroom, because it brings all those concepts together, mixes them up with a bunch of stuff I've learned along the way, and allows you to stay on top of all the current marketing trends. If you don't know where to begin, you've got a lack of time, you're in hundreds of different bands, then I welcome you into this with open arms. My mission in life is excellent customer service, professional video training, and I want to amaze and blow you away with the amount of detailed information I'm sharing here. I want you to be excited about music marketing and not see it as some dirty, horrible, boring thing that you have to do every day and you're not really sure what's going on. This is clear, well organized, and I actually use all these tactics myself to build a fan base every day. And as a fun little bonus, I just included a page called Chris Ruckett's Music Vault, where you get access to all my music, videos, albums, things like that. So you can come and check out what I'm up to. But most importantly, the site is constantly updated with the most cutting edge futuristic marketing tactics that I've come across and tested and that work. So you can keep track of all that stuff in the news section of the classroom, which is right here. So that's the classroom, and now I want to move on to how we can work together personally. What I want to say first up is that you're only going to see this page once. Not because I'm trying to do some weird, crazy sales tactic on you, but just because there are not enough hours in the day to take every single musician by the hand, even though I wish there was. So here's the offer. Below this video right now, you're going to see an early bird link. This is going to take you over to a page that looks something like this. And it's where you can get your special discount pass to get into the classroom to test out everything we've been talking about for $5. The usual price is $97 per month, which is exactly what current members are paying. But that isn't the best bit, because everyone who signs up on this page is also going to get what I call the fast start action call with me. Now that sounds pretty grand, but what it means is that I've cleared some space out in my diary to get on the phone with a few new members and help you hit the ground running. To be straight up with you, my minimum monthly private coaching fee is $299. But I've been wanting to get a little bit more hands-on with a few clients who take me up on this $5 offer, kind of throw out a little bit of good karma into the world. I'm also going to do some marketing research for you and send you a spreadsheet with a list of sites that get over 10,000 hits per day, which you can then go and pitch your music to. And honestly, you only need to get a few of those on board to really start a snowball effect of fans. Then I want to start to share some of your music through my social media channels. I think there's about 12,000 people on Twitter and 1,000 people on Facebook right now. So I'm going to initially get your links out on there. And finally, I want to guarantee you a spot in my DIY music podcast. So there you have it for just $5. You're getting me as a personal coach on the phone. You're getting 10 days full access to Music Marketing Classroom, links out on my social media pages, and a promotion in my podcast. Plus, I'm going to keep track of all your email campaigns, web pages, Twitter posts, YouTube videos, everything else so that I can jump in and give you advice when something pops up. So that's the big surprise on this page. $5, total access to everything. Anytime in that first 10 days, you can email me and cancel your membership and you'll never be charged again. But if you do decide to continue with me, I'm all about customer happiness, putting good karma out there in the world and having people absolutely love the training and pass it on to their friends. So I offer this crazy 60-day money-back guarantee, which kind of, as the name suggests, means that anytime in the first 2 months, you can email me and say, "Hey Chris, I love your stuff, but I haven't got the money right now. Give me my money back." And I will happily give you your money back. And I'm still going to help you out. I still got your back. But it's absolutely risk-free. And honestly, I suggest you do the same thing with your own fan base as well. If you can, offer people a trial and offer people a money-back guarantee to come and try out your products, it reduces risk for people and it's a really good idea. I want to be totally upfront with you in this video. Obviously, I want you to try out the classroom and I want to do good marketing for it. But there's no weird ninja sales tactics going on. Just a great offer and my enthusiasm for you trying this out. So that is the end of this video. I hope you take me up on this because obviously I love having proactive and driven musicians in the classroom. But if not, that's absolutely fine. No hard feelings. I'm still honored that you took the time to check out my free stuff. And as I say, I've got loads of free stuff coming down the pipe for you. Your first lesson is actually in your inbox now. So make sure you go and check that out. Find it if it's in your junk folder, whatever. And make sure you whitelist and add me to your contacts so you can get hold of me anytime you need to. And just as the final PS, before we close out this video, what I wanted to do is just deliver another little idea that you can go out there and start implementing in your own music career right now. And that is to do exactly what I've just done here. You signed up to get my free stuff and that's absolutely great. And you've got that right now in your email address. But also on this page, which I call the thank you page, I made you an absolutely no-brainer offer to come and try out my Music Marketing Classroom for $5. And I'm going to get on the phone with you and I'm going to promote you and I'm going to help you along the way. And you should have a page like this after people sign up for your email list too, where you make them your very best offer. This allows you to make a few sales right away for smart people who can see and feel the value that you're putting out there into the world. But the rules are that it must be the very best offer that you can come up with. Think about what I did: 10 days access to the classroom, a live on the phone personal coaching call, promotion